Most people think stress comes from life being too hard, too much pressure, too many problems, too many things going wrong at once. And because of that, they assume the solution is to fix everything around them. But what if that's not the real problem? What if the real source of suffering is not what happens to you, but how you interpret it? How your mind reacts before you even become aware of it. This is exactly what Seneca wrote about almost 2,000 years ago, and it still explains modern life better than most advice today. Most people live as if life is supposed to go their way, as if reality should adjust to their expectations, plans, and desires. And when it doesn't, they react. Frustration, anger, anxiety. Sometimes even resentment toward things they never controlled in the first place. But the truth is simple. You don't control outcomes. You don't control people. You don't control external events. At best, you influence them. That's it. And the more you try to control what is outside of you, the more unstable your mind becomes. Because you are constantly fighting reality instead of understanding it. Seneca's insight is direct but uncomfortable. You don't suffer because of events themselves. You suffer because of your judgment of those events. Two people can go through the same situation, failure, rejection, loss, and have completely different internal experiences. One stays calm, the other breaks down. The difference is not the event, the difference is interpretation. So the real question is never, why is this happening to me? It is, what meaning am I giving this? Because meaning is what creates emotional suffering, not the event itself. Between what happens and your reaction, there is a small gap. Most people never use it. They react instantly, emotionally, without awareness. But that gap is where your freedom exists. If you can pause, even for a moment, you stop being a reaction. You become an observer. And in that space, you regain control over your response. Because real control is not controlling the world, it's controlling your reaction to it. True freedom is not controlling everything. That's impossible. True freedom is accepting what you cannot control without resistance, without internal conflict. Not giving up, but seeing reality clearly. Because once you stop fighting what you cannot change, you stop wasting energy on it. And that energy can finally be used for what you can control. Life will always be unpredictable. People will disappoint you. Things will go wrong. Plans will fail. But suffering is not automatic. It is created in the mind through interpretation and reaction. And once you understand that, you stop being controlled by events. You stop reacting blindly. You become someone who doesn't try to control the world, but understands themselves. And that is where real peace begins.